Do you have to apply? Do you have to apply? May I speak to the manager, please? May I speak to the manager, please? Time has expired. Time has expired. Be aware of possible biases. Be aware of possible biases. Soon they will be able to buy a new car. Soon they will be able to buy a new car. In conclusion, he wishes he had more money to travel the world. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. My teacher likes to read educational books. My teacher likes to read educational books. I will meet my friends later. I will meet my friends later. Why did you want to travel? Why did you want to travel? I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. Let's start the meeting. Let's start the meeting. The train leaves at 1800. The train leaves at 1800. Can wake up. Can wake up. Although the road was bumpy, they reached their destination safely. Although the road was bumpy, they reached their destination safely. How many cars do you have? How many cars do you have? I am a participant in this study. I am a participant in this study. Happy. Happy. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. Traffic is too heavy to pass by vehicle. Traffic is too heavy to pass by vehicle. He said to me, I can't come to the party. He said to me, I can't come to the party. Shouldn't they do it every day? Shouldn't they do it every day? Always announces. Always announces. I'll try again tomorrow. I'll try again tomorrow. Please pay attention to the instructions. Please pay attention to the instructions. Recline your seat on airplanes. Recline your seat on airplanes. Keyboard. Keyboard. Can you call often? Can you call often? I'm very bad at billiards, but I'll try. I'm very bad at billiards, but I'll try. How many cars do you have? How many cars do you have? Can you help me? I'm looking for the post office. Can you help me? I'm looking for the post office. Count me in too. Count me in too. The book was written by a famous author. The book was written by a famous author. I was. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. His grandfather was a waiter. His grandfather was a waiter. You must always manage. You must always manage. Got rich. Got rich. I am a participant in this study. I am a participant in this study. There is a small garden behind the building. There is a small garden behind the building. Term. Term. I was young once. I was young once. I feel angry, so I have to count to 10. I feel angry, so I have to count to 10. Got it? Got it? Wait, Tommy. Wait, Tommy. Wasn't he the captain at dusk? Wasn't he the captain at dusk? I'm in the room with the desk. I'm in the room with the desk. Is their grandmother a farmer? Is their grandmother a farmer? Then he may not be a linguist. Then he may not be a linguist. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. She is a doctor. She is a doctor. I will go to the cinema tomorrow. I will go to the cinema tomorrow. Is he hopeful? Is he hopeful? Can you extend it? Can you extend it? Do you have to apply? Do you have to apply? I would like to suggest a compromise. I would like to suggest a compromise. They live in London. They live in London. He started a blog to share his travel experiences. He started a blog to share his travel experiences. I was angry at my husband. I was angry at my husband. What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? What should I do? What should I do? Can you help me with this math problem? Can you help me with this math problem? He has breakfast on the weekends. He has breakfast on the weekends. He was fixing his bike when he noticed a flat tire. He was fixing his bike when he noticed a flat tire. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. They were watching movies in the cinema. They were watching movies in the cinema. The film was nominated for an award. The film was nominated for an award. Do you have sugar? Do you have sugar? I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I don't notice anything special about the current situation. Do you prefer console games or PC games? Do you prefer console games or PC games? They have been married for 10 years and have 2 children. They have been married for 10 years and have 2 children. He did not save money, so he could not afford to buy a house. He did not save money, so he could not afford to buy a house. We had lived in that house for 10 years before we decided to move to a larger one. We had lived in that house for 10 years before we decided to move to a larger one. Your aunt is an astronomer. Your aunt is an astronomer. Do you have a pen I can borrow? Do you have a pen I can borrow? I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. The bus arrives in 10 minutes. The bus arrives in 10 minutes. You are a reliable person. You are a reliable person. Chronological. Chronological. Still, there are some areas where we can improve. Still, there are some areas where we can improve. Was her brother-in-law a stylist? Was her brother-in-law a stylist? You can get points last year. You can get points last year. He studied English for 2 hours. He studied English for 2 hours. Can we be suspicious at sunrise? Can we be suspicious at sunrise? It would expand after 2 nights. It would expand after 2 nights. To practice. To practice. This will not be necessary. This will not be necessary. She is knitting a sweater. She is knitting a sweater. We did not create. We did not create. The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. Our grandfather was a doctor. Our grandfather was a doctor. I'm in the curtained room. I'm in the curtained room. You should not ignore your responsibilities. You should not ignore your responsibilities. I will be working. I will be working. You won't catch it every year. You won't catch it every year. The movie was so funny and I couldn't help laughing. The movie was so funny and I couldn't help laughing. Just a second. Just a second. I'm mad at you so I won't come to you. I'm mad at you so I won't come to you. I've already booked a hotel room. I've already booked a hotel room. Should be replaced later. Should be replaced later. Can't they be business women in the night? Can't they be business women in the night? As such, the recipe is easy to follow. As such, the recipe is easy to follow. Your grandson was a senator. Your grandson was a senator. He not only speaks Japanese, but also speaks Mandarin. He not only speaks Japanese, but also speaks Mandarin. I don't want to lose a lot of my stuff for magazines. I don't want to lose a lot of my stuff for magazines. His half-brother was the assistant cook. His half-brother was the assistant cook. I am very happy for your success. I am very happy for your success. I can run. I can run. Do you have any allergies? Do you have any allergies? We chatted. We chatted. He'd better take a break before he gets tired. He'd better take a break before he gets tired. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. Why didn't you come with me? Why didn't you come with me? The suitcase is too heavy to carry. The suitcase is too heavy to carry. Can't I compare? Can't I compare? Doesn't he usually butcher? Doesn't he usually butcher? You shouldn't be blogging at sunrise. You shouldn't be blogging at sunrise. I'll take an X-ray. I'll take an X-ray. Didn't I become a scientist? Didn't I become a scientist? Because I want to speak English with my sons. Because I want to speak English with my sons. Must progress. Must progress. I need a glass of wine after that stressful day. I need a glass of wine after that stressful day. Shouldn't we lose right now? Shouldn't we lose right now? May not improve often. May not improve often. He takes a shower before going to bed. He takes a shower before going to bed. What exactly is the cycle time? What exactly is the cycle time? She will take a yoga class. She will take a yoga class. I am below you in rank. I am below you in rank. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. We were jogging in the park early in the morning. We were jogging in the park early in the morning. My understanding. My understanding. You are a great parent. You are a great parent. Which teams should be involved in such a solution? Which teams should be involved in such a solution? I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Tomorrow we will fly to Australia. Tomorrow we will fly to Australia. Grading chart. Grading chart. Please accept my deepest condolences. Please accept my deepest condolences. The blue shirt suits you better than the red one. The blue shirt suits you better than the red one. We will watch the game in the sports bar. We will watch the game in the sports bar. My nephew was a salesman. My nephew was a salesman. She sang in the school choir. She sang in the school choir. What would you like to drink? What would you like to drink? It's okay, don't worry. It's okay, don't worry. This shirt is cheaper than the other. This shirt is cheaper than the other. Special. Special. He's broke. He's broke. He muttered. He muttered. I have too much pride. I have too much pride. Shouldn't they get off the ship? Shouldn't they get off the ship? Could you repeat that? I didn't quite understand what you were saying. Could you repeat that? I didn't quite understand what you were saying. I wish he had traveled more when he was younger. I wish he had traveled more when he was younger. Could you please give me the book on the table? Could you please give me the book on the table? We watched a football match on TV. We watched a football match on TV. Not everyone can afford this kind of responsibility. Not everyone can afford this kind of responsibility. These are noisy birds. These are noisy birds. Don't forget to bring your umbrella. Don't forget to bring your umbrella. My name is Tom. I was born in New York. Now I live in Germany. My name is Tom. I was born in New York. Now I live in Germany. My aunt is an analyst. My aunt is an analyst. We usually don't ignore it. We usually don't ignore it. Supposedly, a new restaurant is opening in town next month. Supposedly, a new restaurant is opening in town next month. Although it was a difficult decision, I chose to follow my heart. Although it was a difficult decision, I chose to follow my heart. Guard. Guard. They won't notice at noon. They won't notice at noon. Was his wife a fashion designer? Was his wife a fashion designer? I have too many items in my backpack. I have too many items in my backpack. I loved your outfit. I loved your outfit. Are you getting close to the weekly? Are you getting close to the weekly? He will come back to you. He will come back to you. Didn't they fit in 5 hours ago? Didn't they fit in 5 hours ago? He was writing a letter to his pen pal. He was writing a letter to his pen pal. Can play every day. Can play every day. I may visit my grandmother this weekend. I may visit my grandmother this weekend. I'm in the next room. I'm in the next room. The flowers look beautiful. The flowers look beautiful. Relax. Relax. Should he teach soon? Should he teach soon? They often go to concerts. They often go to concerts. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Aren't they guests at dawn? Aren't they guests at dawn? Then we will play football in the park. Then we will play football in the park. Before you can play video games, you must finish your homework. Before you can play video games, you must finish your homework. They hate doing laundry. They hate doing laundry. His stepfather is a rower. His stepfather is a rower. Where is the restroom? Where is the restroom? Buy some bread. Buy some bread. Can't get dressed later? Can't get dressed later? Where do you find it? Where do you find it? I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. I have to attend a business meeting tomorrow. 10 years. 10 years. He's washing the dishes. He's washing the dishes. Have you seen the latest news? Have you seen the latest news? Can it add normally? Can it add normally? We have already booked our hotel for the trip. We have already booked our hotel for the trip. Normally I'll be the foreman. Normally I'll be the foreman. Can I sample this hummus? Can I sample this hummus? Should we go to the city by bus or train? Should we go to the city by bus or train? My stepfather was an educator. My stepfather was an educator. Is our aunt the interviewer? Is our aunt the interviewer? Would he learn? Would he learn? Although the situation is challenging, we must remain optimistic. Although the situation is challenging, we must remain optimistic. They enjoyed the concert alone. They enjoyed the concert alone. Is your half-sister a technician? Is your half-sister a technician? The car my brother drives is a sports car. The car my brother drives is a sports car. Was your nephew the mayor? Was your nephew the mayor? Isn't he a bartender at Sunset? Isn't he a bartender at Sunset? I have been married for 10 years. I have been married for 10 years. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. Don't worry. Don't worry. He wishes he hadn't quit his job before another job got in line. He wishes he hadn't quit his job before another job got in line. Let's keep score to see who will win. Let's keep score to see who will win. I guess I didn't have time for you because I was busy last week. I guess I didn't have time for you because I was busy last week. He writes in his diary every night. He writes in his diary every night. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. Can you show me? How did you do this? Can you show me? How did you do this? Yes, it was great. Yes, it was great. The chief was a tall man. The chief was a tall man. Should not imply twilight. Should not imply twilight. He jogs in the park every morning. He jogs in the park every morning. Should it be voiced? Should it be voiced? What does car mean in English? What does car mean in English? I am drawing. I am drawing. I can be a journalist every month. I can be a journalist every month. We'll meet you at the restaurant. We'll meet you at the restaurant. I shouldn't include. I shouldn't include. I was working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was working from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sort out. Sort out. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. Must refuse. Must refuse. He had his computer repaired at the repair shop. He had his computer repaired at the repair shop. Whose pen did you borrow? Whose pen did you borrow? Was his brother a painter? Was his brother a painter? To reach a solution, compromises must be made on both sides. To reach a solution, compromises must be made on both sides. I will be the richest man in the world. I will be the richest man in the world. To make a decision. To make a decision. I can't believe you're wearing a pink shirt. I can't believe you're wearing a pink shirt. You are right. You are right. We will object immediately. We will object immediately. 1 or double rooms cost $120 per night. 1 or double rooms cost $120 per night. Giraffe has the longest neck among land animals. Giraffe has the longest neck among land animals. I'm bombarding the block with my stereo. I'm bombarding the block with my stereo. How often? How often? Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Citizens were asked to provide identification at the ballot box. Despite the bad weather, they enjoyed the holiday. Despite the bad weather, they enjoyed the holiday. Charger. Charger. When they return from vacation, we will have finished the renovation of the house. When they return from vacation, we will have finished the renovation of the house. What a great idea! What a great idea! Are we guards before? Are we guards before? We can have a picnic in the park. We can have a picnic in the park. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. You were a salesperson every day. You were a salesperson every day. You must return library books on time. You must return library books on time. You would exercise every day. You would exercise every day. Enjoy. Enjoy. This pinball machine is a classic. This pinball machine is a classic. I shouldn't say 1 second later. I shouldn't say 1 second later. Rarely can we challenge. Rarely can we challenge. Were his neighbors illusionists? Were his neighbors illusionists? What's up? What's up? It should last. It should last. On vacation in the Netherlands. On vacation in the Netherlands. I won't warn you in a minute. I won't warn you in a minute. They cook dinner together. They cook dinner together. I will be born. I will be born. We don't comment every day. We don't comment every day. Does not remember. Does not remember. Grandson's CO. Grandson's CO. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. But you need a social security number, we have to account for it. But you need a social security number, we have to account for it. Seamless. Seamless. I would have liked to. I would have liked to. Is your grandfather an officer? Is your grandfather an officer? He will learn to play the guitar. He will learn to play the guitar. I'm not sure how to say this in English. I'm not sure how to say this in English. Could they be designers last year? Could they be designers last year? I work as a teacher. I work as a teacher. We weren't close for 5 weekends before. We weren't close for 5 weekends before. You are a blessing in my life. You are a blessing in my life. His car is very expensive. His car is very expensive. It was finalized 3 weeks ago. It was finalized 3 weeks ago. Interpret. Interpret. He will finish this book and start another one after that. He will finish this book and start another one after that. Usually a sportscaster. Usually a sportscaster. I like to listen to music while studying. I like to listen to music while studying. I'm not sure what you want to say. I'm not sure what you want to say. I have an appointment on Wednesday morning. I have an appointment on Wednesday morning. Did he wear it now? Did he wear it now? Do you have disposable plates and cups? Do you have disposable plates and cups? How can I say, thank you, in French? How can I say, thank you, in French? We're going out for dinner tonight. We're going out for dinner tonight. It's child's play. It's child's play. I'm going to the market to buy some chicken. I'm going to the market to buy some chicken. They like to go jogging in the morning. They like to go jogging in the morning. Aloud. Aloud. My son is a designer. My son is a designer. Will they not burn? Will they not burn? Avoiding processed foods improves overall health. Avoiding processed foods improves overall health. Let's meet over coffee. Let's meet over coffee. How old are you? How old are you? Will I miss it soon? Will I miss it soon? Bring me the book. Bring me the book. You should not prolong it. You should not prolong it. Should we add? Should we add? We are contacting you. We are contacting you. Let me know if you want to go shopping. Let me know if you want to go shopping. When are you coming? When are you coming? Can't he lay? Can't he lay? Sorted by priority. Sorted by priority. Should it serve soon? Should it serve soon? What about you? What about you? I will come. I will come. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure I agree. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure I agree. Can't you add noon? Can't you add noon? They used computers to do their homework. They used computers to do their homework. I am working hard to improve my vocabulary. I am working hard to improve my vocabulary. Who will clean this up? Who will clean this up? I need some help. I need some help. Am I not a potter now? Am I not a potter now? They didn't get it. They didn't get it. He's practicing his basketball skills. He's practicing his basketball skills. I don't want to lose my machine because of low prices. I don't want to lose my machine because of low prices. We couldn't answer. We couldn't answer. I have some questions about this assignment. I have some questions about this assignment. The concert lasted 2 hours. The concert lasted 2 hours. Green grapes are more juicy than red ones. Green grapes are more juicy than red ones. If I want to keep up with it, I will need to start strengthening my exercise routine. If I want to keep up with it, I will need to start strengthening my exercise routine. I just want you to be careful. I just want you to be careful. We need another player for this board game. We need another player for this board game. You have to pay your bills by the end of the month. You have to pay your bills by the end of the month. Can we finish this project by the end of the week? Can we finish this project by the end of the week? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? You must destroy it after 5 nights. You must destroy it after 5 nights. Recommend. Recommend. Whose idea was it to go on vacation? Whose idea was it to go on vacation? The dog is sleeping peacefully. The dog is sleeping peacefully. Direction. Direction. He doesn't want to go to the zoo, and neither do I. He doesn't want to go to the zoo, and neither do I. Did you check your messages? Did you check your messages? When are you going to school? When are you going to school? Are my cousins songwriters? Are my cousins songwriters? He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. He tried to play the violin every day and as a result became a talented violinist. Before you can play video games, you must finish your homework. Before you can play video games, you must finish your homework. Then it could be a baker. Then it could be a baker. You weren't a window cleaner every month. You weren't a window cleaner every month. Can you help me with these bags? Can you help me with these bags? What time do you usually get up? What time do you usually get up? To cancel. To cancel. You are great. You are great. I'm going to the theater. I'm going to the theater. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. They wear matching t-shirts on holiday. They wear matching t-shirts on holiday. I love the retro games in this arcade. I love the retro games in this arcade. Is our stepdaughter a pianist? Is our stepdaughter a pianist? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I am working. I am working. Shrimps. Shrimps. We are frequent homeowners. We are frequent homeowners. Stand for. Stand for. Should not be audited every month. Should not be audited every month. Tommy has more grapes than Tony. Tommy has more grapes than Tony. May not be stored often. May not be stored often. There is no chair in the room. There is no chair in the room. Be realistic. Be realistic. How did you achieve this? How did you achieve this? I could understand the lyrics of the song. I could understand the lyrics of the song. Got some more coffee? Got some more coffee? Play both ends against the middle. Play both ends against the middle. I'm riding a bicycle. I'm riding a bicycle. Did not stay at noon. Did not stay at noon. Is there a lost property department? Is there a lost property department? We have to find a way to cut costs without sacrificing quality. We have to find a way to cut costs without sacrificing quality. It's your turn to roll the dice. It's your turn to roll the dice. I'll be waiting for 30 minutes when the train arrives. I'll be waiting for 30 minutes when the train arrives. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. Where are you from? Where are you from? Reading books is interesting. Reading books is interesting. Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? Wasn't I a judge 2 years ago? They cook for their families every night. They cook for their families every night. What is your phone number? What is your phone number? Were his nephews workers? Were his nephews workers? They were throwing a surprise party for their friends. They were throwing a surprise party for their friends. It must be delicious. It must be delicious. How should I cook fresh tuna? Just grill for 4 minutes on each side. How should I cook fresh tuna? Just grill for 4 minutes on each side. Wouldn't he want it then? Wouldn't he want it then? I will go to bed early tonight. I will go to bed early tonight. Show for 2 weeks? Show for 2 weeks? Does not check later. Does not check later. They shouldn't be making statements at 3 p.m. They shouldn't be making statements at 3 p.m. Can you send me next week's schedule? Can you send me next week's schedule? I need new batteries. Can you give me fresh ones? I need new batteries. Can you give me fresh ones? We're going to run a marathon in 2 weeks. We're going to run a marathon in 2 weeks. What day is it today? What day is it today? Can I get you something to drink? Can I get you something to drink? We are not mayor now. We are not mayor now. It's stronger than it looks. It's stronger than it looks. Doesn't it light up at sunset? Doesn't it light up at sunset? Can you help me find a good book to read? Can you help me find a good book to read? Clue. Clue. Doesn't he normally step? Doesn't he normally step? Traceability. Traceability. I can tell. I can tell. Can you send it after 3 in the morning? Can you send it after 3 in the morning? The defense attorney argued that his client did not commit a crime. The defense attorney argued that his client did not commit a crime. Inform. Inform. He meditated and felt more relaxed as a result. He meditated and felt more relaxed as a result. We have a signed contract for the project. We have a signed contract for the project. I'm leaving early today. I'm leaving early today. He has a small cat. He has a small cat. He had his phone repaired at the service center. He had his phone repaired at the service center. He not only sings well, but also plays the guitar well. He not only sings well, but also plays the guitar well. Have you been to Turkey before? Have you been to Turkey before? He was laid off at 4 p.m. He was laid off at 4 p.m. I've got a sore throat. I've got a sore throat. The decision was made by the committee. The decision was made by the committee. He plays the piano for his friends. He plays the piano for his friends. He had been looking for work for months until he was finally hired. He had been looking for work for months until he was finally hired. I've never been before. I've never been before. He shaves every day. He shaves every day. Follow these post-surgical instructions. Follow these post-surgical instructions. Have you read that book before? Have you read that book before? I'm going to the shop to buy some cake. I'm going to the shop to buy some cake. Actionable. Actionable. Where can I find breakfast cereals? Where can I find breakfast cereals? Who are the men mentioned in the message below? Who are the men mentioned in the message below? My flat is smaller than yours. My flat is smaller than yours. We have to design it after 5 days. We have to design it after 5 days. Can we imply 5 centuries ahead? Can we imply 5 centuries ahead? 10 years can be a sailor. 10 years can be a sailor. This dress is expensive. This dress is expensive. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have organic products on hand? Do you have organic products on hand? Where is your favorite place to travel? Where is your favorite place to travel? We were not staying. We were not staying. The cat jumped on the table. The cat jumped on the table. We had traveled to that country before, so we knew what to expect. We had traveled to that country before, so we knew what to expect. My grandmother makes the most delicious cookies. My grandmother makes the most delicious cookies. We also need to wash the dishes and clean the kitchen counter. We also need to wash the dishes and clean the kitchen counter. I will meet my friends there every day. I will meet my friends there every day. Today it's hot. Today it's hot. Can't you warn? Can't you warn? The computer is working perfectly. The computer is working perfectly. Can I try a sample of this cheese? Can I try a sample of this cheese? Will you be a songwriter later? Will you be a songwriter later? For 2 weeks it did not connect. For 2 weeks it did not connect. Can I use this? Can I use this? Despite her fear, she faced her fears and went skydiving. Despite her fear, she faced her fears and went skydiving. The house was built in 1890. The house was built in 1890. After 5 months, he can become a driver. After 5 months, he can become a driver. They are important to me, and I think they are important to you too. They are important to me, and I think they are important to you too. It's on the computer. It's on the computer. Is always a freelancer. Is always a freelancer. Help me. Help me. I have to clean the house before the guests arrive. I have to clean the house before the guests arrive. I ate a delicious cake at the patisserie. I ate a delicious cake at the patisserie. Chase. Chase. The car costs a lot of money. The car costs a lot of money. He can box every week. He can box every week. Let's talk about the past. Let's talk about the past. If we have time, we can go for a walk. If we have time, we can go for a walk. You will not shoot at night. You will not shoot at night. I climb. I climb. You look tired today. You look tired today. Shouldn't he give his name after 1 month? Shouldn't he give his name after 1 month? I don't mean that. I don't mean that. What are all these? What are all these? I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. Doesn't he fly? Doesn't he fly? I need to fill out some paperwork. I need to fill out some paperwork. How old are you? How old are you? Is her half-sister an air traffic controller? Is her half-sister an air traffic controller? You cannot get points. You cannot get points. I can't wait. I can't wait. The boy, lost in the crowd, began to cry. The boy, lost in the crowd, began to cry. He's making his dream come true. He's making his dream come true. Rolled over. Rolled over. The baby cried all night. The baby cried all night. He is a talented chef and prepares delicious meals. He is a talented chef and prepares delicious meals. Don't you normally have to suffer? Don't you normally have to suffer? He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. He attended a workshop to improve his professional skills. You should choose. You should choose. I only have one chance to do this job. I only have one chance to do this job. I can't believe. I can't believe. Why do we have my back? Why do we have my back? I feel lonely, so I'm going to call a friend. I feel lonely, so I'm going to call a friend. I have a blue pen. I have a blue pen. You can report immediately. You can report immediately. We have. It rains a lot in this city. It rains a lot in this city. We do not hear well. We do not hear well. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Can they surround normally? Can they surround normally? He invested in the stock market and made a substantial profit as a result. He invested in the stock market and made a substantial profit as a result. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. Aren't we supposed to be important? Aren't we supposed to be important? Don't we need to provide? Don't we need to provide? The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. A professional is someone who gets paid to do a job. A professional is someone who gets paid to do a job. I have a cough for the past 3 weeks. I have a cough for the past 3 weeks. May luck be on our side. May luck be on our side.